Welcome to a special breaking news explainer. Right now, we're tracking a live developing situation in the digital ecosystem, a real-time connection event unfolding literally as we speak. We're getting immediate incoming data about a critical system handshake, and we're going to break down exactly what's happening in this network sequence, step by step as the intel comes across the wire. This isn't your standard daily update. This is an urgent, inside look at the exact protocols governing digital access at this very second.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The initial dispatch we're getting from the system is this highly specific holding pattern. The exact message flashing across the interface is simple, but honestly, it's pretty profound. Just a moment. This is exactly where our narrative begins today. It's a deliberate, engineered pause. So we aren't seeing an error code here, and we're definitely not seeing a rejection. We're experiencing a calculated interception. This tiny little phrase is basically the digital equivalent of a security checkpoint raising its barrier, right? It's asking the incoming traffic to just hold its position while the unseen mechanics of the network spring into action. To really understand the gravity of this developing story, we need to map out the procedural breakdown of what the system is actually doing behind the scenes right now. Based on the information we have, this is a strict three-step sequence. Step 1 is where we are right now, acknowledging that initial mandatory pause. Step 2 is an active, real-time, localized verification of the connection itself. And finally, Step 3, the ultimate destination, is initiating contact with OpenAI.com. Now, the system will not and literally cannot proceed out of order. We're actively moving through this exact sequence right now.
Which brings us to Phase 1, the digital pause. So here is your Anchor Desk status update. The initial pause is officially activated. The clear directive right now is simply to stand by. And I really want to emphasize here that this halt in the digital ecosystem is entirely deliberate. The system is functioning exactly as intended by engaging this protocol. It's buying time. In the milliseconds that this pause represents, complex algorithmic assessments are being prepped. The gatekeepers of the network are essentially taking a breath, clearing the lane, and preparing to inspect those incoming data packets.
Moving right along to Phase 2, Verification Status Update.
Okay, we have breaking news on this front. The dispatch is literally just updated to verification successful. I repeat, verification is successful. This is a massive development. It means the absolute first major hurdle of this entire sequence has officially been cleared. The localized security checks, the initial scanning of the environment, well, it's all yielded a positive result. The system has interrogated that initial connection request and totally stamped it with approval. So we're no longer just standing by, we've been authenticated at the local gate. But, the event doesn't end at local authentication. We're now shifting our focus outward.
Which takes us to Phase 3, awaiting the server.
The internal checks are done and that outbound signal has been sent. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact tension of this digital moment. On one side, we have our local status, verification successful. We're greenlit, packed, and entirely ready to go. On the flip side, we have our external status, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. So the ball is absolutely in their court now. We've bridged the gap to the external server, knocked on the digital door, and now we're in this pure state of anticipation. The local environment has done everything it possibly can. Now it just has to wait for that handshake to be returned by OpenAI.com.
Let's look at Phase 4, Required System Configurations.
So the crucial point is, what guarantees that when that external server actually does respond, the connection holds? Well, the data coming in is exceptionally clear on this front. We have an urgent directive, user action required. Even with a highly successful local verification, and honestly, even if OpenAI.com responds perfectly, the connection simply cannot and will not proceed without strict user compliance. The system is mandating that specific local protocols must be enabled to continue. It's not a gentle suggestion, it's a hardline requirement to pass through that final gate. Here are the exact, completely non-negotiable technical requirements needed to push past this waiting room. Number 1, enable JavaScript. This is the real engine of interactivity. Without it, the dynamic elements of the connection just totally shatter. Number 2, enable cookies. This provides the memory, the session continuity, required to maintain that secure handshake we just verified. The intel confirms that without these two specific configurations active on your end, that successful verification we reported on earlier, it means absolutely nothing. You'll be permanently stalled right here.
We've tracked the pause, we've confirmed the verification, and we're waiting on that final server response. But the ultimate variable in this breaking connection story isn't the network itself, it's you. The system requires your full compliance to finalize this digital handshake. So as we wrap up this special report, I'm going to leave you with one final critical assessment to make on your own interface. Are your JavaScript and cookies enabled for what comes next?